This thing that he's doing where he's pretending that he's a woman is very smart.
It really don't make a difference if you say he or she to me.
Some psychopath can just pretend that they're a woman and knock women over on the court.
I gotta check this out.
Norman's a fucking woman, dude. I bet.
Oh,
It's a giant dude who's just dominating these chicks. So the more controversy there is, the more people do come to see them. The crazy thing about the WNBA, imagine if the NBA had the same sexual dynamic. Imagine if the most of the team was a bunch of gay dudes.
Welcome back to Pulse Hoop, WNBA fans. Today we're diving into a story that has sparked major controversy and heated reactions across the basketball world. Joe Rogan is now at the center of a growing WNBA debate, with Brittney Griner, Sophie Cunningham, and the league itself being pulled into the conversation. Claims, criticism, and strong opinions are spreading fast. But what's actually behind all this? So, without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into today's video and break it all down. Top personalities in sports commentary are challenging what they see as double standards in the WNBA, putting the league under growing scrutiny. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to Pulse Hoop. More than 73% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So, did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now, back to the video.
Then you're an idiot, and this is nonsense. And that's what your ideology is. Your ideology is so stupid, you can't define the difference between a male and a female. And so you've decided that people identifying with something means it's a real thing, and you have to say it because everybody else says it, and they scare you, and they'll cancel you and go after you. So everyone's agreed to nonsense. So this is where we painted ourselves into this dumb...
The corporate media's initial push to promote political narratives has backfired, sparking a fierce public debate stretching from major podcast studios to mainstream news programs.
Griner now adding her voice to the debate over transgender athletes. She's a WNBA star, slamming the push to ban biological men from competing against biological women.
So when someone like Brittney Griner says, actually, I'm going to fight for men to play in women's sports, it's just another blow against lots of young female athletes.
But they've painted themselves in a corner, because if they don't let the guy in, it looks bad.
Right.
But if they do, he's going to dunk.
Well, the thing is, can you define what a woman is? And until you can't, if you can't define what a woman is, then you're an idiot. And this is nonsense.
In a heated episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, host Joe Rogan criticized the sports establishment, arguing that organizations have put themselves in a difficult position by struggling to clearly define what a woman is. Rogan then laid out his blunt perspective.
Joe Rogan, a prominent podcaster, one of the things that made him wake up to this issue is that he's an MMA fighter.
Correct.
And when Joe Rogan saw biological males who are transitioning to female beating the hell out of biological females in the ring, he started to think,
What are we doing?
What are we doing here? Like, why are we cheering this on?
If you say anything like, look, trans women aren't women. There are men who identify as women, which is fine, but there's a biological distinction that protects women in sports, and that's chromosomes. We know XX chromosome, you're a woman, XY, you're a dude. Do it that way. Call yourself whatever the fuck you want. But if you want to play in the WNBA, you have to have X.
Highlighting the role of genetics in biological sex, with XX and XY chromosomes commonly associated with females and males, respectively. The argument is that allowing biological males to compete in female sports could undermine the protections and competitive safeguards that Title IX was designed to provide.
The WNBA have an onus of responsibility to be able to ensure that it's fair playership, though. I don't know if playership's a word.
For college sports and for the WNBA too, 100%. I mean, I don't think it's ever okay for guys to be playing girl sports, but if this is true, then she was like the origin of this epidemic.
Mostly big black gay ladies and a few scared-looking Sophie Cunninghams that have to point fingers at people. I mean, you're surrounded by people who think you're perhaps sexually attractive.
They've made it into a reality show. It's become like Real Housewives. They're all just fight now.
Right.
That's the only reason you watch.
But it is an interesting...
Rogan also highlighted the political tensions surrounding the WNBA, pointing to outspoken players like Sophie Cunningham, who have defended their views on biological sex, while challenging what they see as league narratives that conflict with established science.
You're going to have a tremendous platform, but where is that going to be on your radar in terms of advocating for athletes, all athletes, transgender athletes, to be able to play?
Oh, I mean, that ranks high on the list of things that I'll be fighting for and speaking up against. You know, everyone deserves the right to play.
The WNBA's Brittney Griner is a man.
That's not a woman. That's not a female. That's not even a trans person. That is a man.
Brittney Griner is, in fact, a man.
When WNBA veteran Brittney Griner publicly entered the national discussion, the debate became even more heated. Griner said everyone should have the right to participate in women's sports and express support for trans athletes, opposing efforts to exclude transgender women from competition.
It really don't make a difference if you say he or she to me. Like when I'm out in public, like my teammates sometimes will get mad if somebody call me a he, but I'm just like, I don't care. Like, you know, we go sit down and get some food and they're like, sir, what do you want? I'm like, yeah, let me get the steak, medium well. Thank you. I'm in TSA and I'm going through TSA and, you know, the guy pats me down so I could go through. I'm cool. I didn't have people come running like, no, it's a girl. I'm like, hey, you're making it awkward. Yeah. Like, I'm just trying to get through. Whoever could pat me down the fastest, I don't care.
Yeah.
I've had the opposite where someone was like, hey, you know, it's just against the rules. Like, he can't pat you down. Like, she has to pat you down. And then she walks up and she's looking at me. She goes looking at my chest, looking me up and down, looking at my chest, trying to look at the ID, making it awkward. Or they'll ask me, you really a girl?
Her remarks were quickly criticized across major news networks. Author Douglas Murray condemned Griner's position, arguing that it could negatively affect female athletes competing for fair opportunities, college scholarships, and roster spots.
Everyone deserves the right to play, so she's now weighed in on this. She's got a big voice.
I suppose it's sort of lucky that Brittney Griner's not just starting off, because if these are the rules when she was starting off, then you know, the whole thing might be different. The problem we have in America on this is that there's a very distinct lack, actually, of women defending women in the public square on issues like this. And that isn't the case in every other country. And for instance, in my own country of origin, Britain, there have been very, very prominent women, not just in sports, but across the political and social platforms who have objected to precisely.
Murray noted that Rogan had previously raised concerns after seeing biological males compete against female athletes in combat sports. Griner's remarks were praised by some activist groups, but prominent female athletes pushed back. Tennis star Martina Navratilova and Olympian Sharon Davies criticized the position, arguing that biological differences can affect fairness in women's sports. Navratilova called for clear biological boundaries to protect women's competition, while the debate continues to divide fans, athletes, and league officials.
A woman decided to stand up for women and female spaces. And that woman is now getting lambasted by other women because she doesn't support transgender people in female spaces. Sophie Cunningham, who many of you will probably know from this video, recently got herself in hot water because she had the audacity to say that women and girls should be protected.
WNBA star Sophie Cunningham, who plays guard for the Indiana Fever, when an ESPN feature quoted her opposition towards biological men competing in women's sports. She said she wanted to protect young girls, both on court as well as in the locker room, calling her position kind of common sense. It has everything to do with reality.
WNBA leadership is now facing a difficult situation as the debate over women's sports continues to intensify. While players like Sophie Cunningham have faced public criticism for defending their views on the issue, others like Griner have taken a different position on transgender participation. The divide has fueled growing arguments among players, fans, and league officials. And as the media narrative continued to escalate, renewed online scrutiny surrounding Griner brought even more attention to an already heated controversy.
This jersey used to represent someone I respected as an athlete. Today it represents something I can't support anymore. Sports have the power to bring people together, but when someone uses their platform to demonize or marginalize an already vulnerable community, I have to decide where I stand. I'm burning my support. As a trans woman, I've spent years fighting just to exist authentically.
I will never understand how these people think this is some sort of a win for their side. Like, I am begging you people to be normal. Despite the monumental freakout, Cunningham didn't back down, which we loved.
Viral discussions across major media platforms have put the WNBA front office under intense pressure as public scrutiny continues to grow. Analysts on the popular commentary program Valuetainment examined viral clips, resurfaced footage, and online claims surrounding Griner's past, while also questioning the limited mainstream coverage of her time in Russian captivity.
Griner, the WNBA's Brittney Griner, is in fact a man.
Value, Brittney. Let me see something real quick. Brick, thank you. Get the fuck.
Damn.
Look at the chest.
Jab stepping, it's a brick. Swing and a miss.
It's very clearly Brittney.
I ain't gonna fake it right now.
They called him/her by their name. And as you can clearly see here, his bare chest is
While private athletic organizations can promote their own policies, publicly funded sports and educational opportunities still face important questions about competitive fairness. Analysts pointed to differences in factors such as muscle mass, bone density, and physical strength, arguing that biological differences can affect athletic competition. They said the growing WNBA controversy has also intensified scrutiny around the league's public image, financial challenges, and broader relevance.
Again, cultural power. This is why the WNBA this is not going to go away. This issue is not going to go away. They're in such a bad position here. Caitlin Clark, they have cultural power. People love them. People are buying tickets that would never care about the WNBA. There's a reason why people call Sophie Cunningham MAGA Barbie, and people are starting to fill the arenas to watch her and Caitlin Clark. She's not apologizing for saying that there should be no men in this woman's sport. It's caused an absolute crisis, and people are losing their mind.
Caitlin Clark is an absolute all-star. She is the Michael Jordan of this. This is the girl that girls have been waiting for forever.
Caitlin Clark is a rising star in women's basketball. She's pulling in crazy viewership numbers.
These women spent $1,000 on tickets to attend the Indiana Fever versus Atlanta Dream game, specifically to see
Before generational star Caitlin Clark joined the league, women's basketball had a very different level of mainstream attention. Clark quickly broke viewing records, helped fill arenas across the country, and brought major commercial attention to the sport. Millions of fans came to watch her exciting play, incredible shooting range, and passion for basketball, showing the power of elite competition to attract audiences. However, critics argue that league management and commentators have allowed cultural controversies to overshadow Clark's impact and the game itself.
Thing that he's doing where he's pretending that he's a woman is very smart.
It really don't make a difference if you say he or she. To me,
some psychopath can just pretend that they're a woman and knock women over on the court.
I gotta check this out.
Norman's a fucking woman, dude.
I bet.
It's a giant dude who's just dominating these chicks. So the more controversy there is, the more people do come to see them. The crazy thing about the WNBA, imagine if the NBA had the same sexual dynamic. Imagine if the most of the team was a bunch of gay dudes who were like very aggressive.
While the WNBA is receiving more public attention than ever, Joe Rogan argued that putting political messaging ahead of the game could risk alienating Clark's growing fan base. Players like Sophie Cunningham have become outspoken voices in the debate, while Brittney Griner has taken a different position on transgender participation. In the end, the clash between league policies, cultural debates, and the focus on women's basketball continues to divide fans. Do you agree with Joe Rogan's criticism of the WNBA and Brittney Griner's position? Do you support Sophie Cunningham's views on biological fairness in women's sports? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Pulse Hoop.